Hello, doctor.
Hey, supposed to start 12 minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the fabulous Velveeta Room. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Now we're going to have a little fun. Come on, put your hand together, make noise, clap. You here for fun? Well, welcome to the Comedy Gym Showcase. You're going to see some of your friends. You're going to see them do great. You're going to see them do terrible. We do have a couple of rules. If you have a cell phone or a table conversation, please take it outside. Everyone sitting around you will appreciate it. If you need something to drink, step up to the bar. The guy there is pretty nice. He'll get you whatever you need. Let's go ahead and kick this festivities off with your host for the beginning of the show. Please welcome Mr. Bill O'Brien. Come on, clap your hands for Bill. Make him welcome. Come on, give it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yo, Adrian. I had to say that. All right. It's okay. It's fine. You know, it's just working out. Give it up for Dana for having us. Velveeta Room. Give it up. Oh, by the way, we have our other showcase. It's going to be on August 24th at Wildflower Terrace. It's going to be a PG show. Tonight is going to be no holds barred, okay? I love the stage. You love the stage?
Yeah.
Great, right. You know, someone said, well, what about the screen? I said, I'm a brother. I'm used to standing in front of the screen. Yeah. Obama was right, you know. You don't know what it's like. But I don't want to bring it down. Okay. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm from Northeast Texas, Connecticut. And I am Irish. My name is O'Brien. Come on, boom. So, I'm going through a divorce, and I don't want no sympathy, but it's really amicable, you know, when you think about it. I mean, if you minus the slashed tires, car bomb, but I got that diffused. It's the kids, you know, the kids get caught in the crossfire, and you know, my daughters are saying, Dad, what am I gonna do? In the middle of the night when I'm scared, when I know I have to go to the mall, I have no money. I said, I don't even know why the hell you call me Dad. Just call me fucking ATM. That's all I am is an ATM machine. Not thinking about dating, but I thought about who would be my dream girl. And I thought about Beyonce. I thought about Barbara Walters. Hey, she could be a cooler. You know, I'm over 50, so you know I'm game. But I thought about Surrey. Surrey is the perfect girl. She's digital. I can turn her off and on when I want to. But the most thing I really admire about Surrey, she's so honest. I mean, you know, you can ask Surrey anything like, Surrey, do you love me? Of course I love you. Why? Well, because you have deep pockets. Surrey, are you ever going to leave me? Yes. When? Well, in 2014 at 12:15 p.m. when you run out of money. So, you know, this burn bag thing, not burn bag, the burn ban is driving me nuts. Anybody here like it, or do you give a shit? I mean, look folks, I'm up here struggling. I need some support. But my point, here's my point. I went to HEB the other day, and of course I've got bags stacked in my trunk of my car. So I get there and I have a bag of ice, and I've got bananas, and I got, you know, all kinds of stuff. And the lady said, would you like a bag? I said, hell no, I ain't paying 27 cents for a bag. That's too much money. So I went back to my African roots, and I put the bag of ice on my head, I put the bananas on my head, I walked to the car, but I had frostbite. That shit sucked. So I could handle some shit though. It was cool. It was
The
all right.
brain freeze.
Yeah, more than the brain freeze. There you go. Hey, why don't you come on up here? Shit. It's all good though. But you're looking good though. You beautiful people, even though I don't even see y'all. Cause these lights, look into the lights, look into the light, going through the lights. It's been a long time since I've been up on stage. Actually, I stopped doing comedy back in '99 when my youngest daughter was born. So, and the old PMDX was saying, "You ain't bringing no money home." I said, "Well, shit, you know, hey, I'm just going out drinking. That's all I want to do, you know." So I just gave it up. But now since I'm retired, I'm like, hey, I got to do something, you know. I have no visions of grandeur, you know. That's the light, ain't it?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got scared for a minute. But anyway, where was I? For the kids, anyway. This is my section of the show where I call Tech Talk. And I wrote up this little story about how it's going to be in the future when we're long gone, you know. Our kids or grandchildren are going to conversate with, you know, potential mate. So bear with me. When I first saw her, she reminded me of a sexy Seder drive. We talked. I told her I had a 9 gigabyte flash drive. It is backed up, perfect for her USB port. But that's in the cloud, okay? She asked me, how much RAM do you have? I told her I got enough, girl. I got enough RAM. Trust me. So I said, what's up? What's your IP address? Because all I want to do is ping her. And like, you know, I might want to sniff her router, get a little scuzzy, you know what I'm saying? And then she said, well, maybe, I'm not sure, but my firewall is up. And I'm going, Jesus Christ, you know. I said, okay, I have one more question. Do you have a pop-up blocker? And at that point, I said, oh, shit. You know what? Don't worry. I have virus protection. She smiled and gave me her password. And to her back door, by the way. So then I just logged off. All right, thank you very much. It's got a little potential. It's got a little potential. It's got some potential. You know, America has a weight problem. You know that, right? And I really think it's because of the food. Because they got all these additives in there, copper, zinc, iron. That shit is heavy, ain't it? But have you ever looked at these kids' feet? I mean, my daughter's got some big ass boats, man. They got some feet on them. And I'm going, God damn, those shoes got at least weigh 10 pounds at least. Yeah, that's my idea. But, you know, I asked Suri, I said, Suri, what would you do if someone asked you, you know, I have a weight problem, can I help you? She says, I'm sorry, I can't help your fat ass. Maybe you needed some push-aways. Push away from the table. All right, this crowd. See, going up first is lonely. But you know, I'm a trooper. But I'm gonna leave you on this. I'm gonna tell you why I think we have a weight problem. I think the fat people are eating the skinny people. Thank you very much. My name is Bill Bryant. Are you ready for your next comic?
Yeah.
Come on, you gotta give this guy some energy.
Yeah.
Scott Williams.
Well, thank you for that thundering round of applause. Yes, I am Dr. Scott Williams, and I'm a virgin. This is my first time to try stand-up comedy. Damn, those lights are bright. Okay. Well, at least you didn't have to pay much to see me. Keep your clothes on, and hey, if the show sucks, you can still get wasted. I'll tell you what. Let's all raise our glasses. This is going to help the show. Let's all raise our glasses high. Let's take a deep drink and rinse, swish, and swallow. Yes, I'm a dentist, and thank God I have a day job. So, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm sure you're curious as to who this Dr. Williams is. Yes, I was raised in the small Texas boring town of Denton. You know what they say about Las Vegas? Las Vegas is a nice place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live there. Denton's a boring place, and you would never want to visit there. Now, Las Vegas is the city of sin. Denton, the city of impotence. Las Vegas is a city that never sleeps. Denton is a city in a coma. What stays in Vegas? Well, no, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in Denton? Who gives a shit? Well, let me introduce you to some of the people from Denton. This is my Uncle Clem and his girlfriend. Now, you notice his girlfriend has a mustache. She had a hormonal problem. And I heard she had an impressive penis, too. This is my brother Rick and our big-ass mailbox. It's so dull and dim that people drive around looking for things to shoot at. And they got it right there. Well, they used to say, now Scott, what did you actually do when you were growing up in Denton? Well, I just masturbated a lot. And this is my masturbation slide. But things did get a little bit better after I got my driver's license. I could start dating. I once asked a girl out, I said, would you like to go to the movies on Saturday night? She said no. On Saturday night, I'll be washing my hair. So when things got really dull, we would take our dates down to the local laundromat and take them for a spin in the dryers. If you really wanted to make it exciting, you could close the door. Now, this is a problem because this dating game interfered with my masturbation habit. And this right here shows a reduction in masturbation activity. Here's some of our neighbors. They were getting ready for their vacation in Mexico. That was the last time we saw them. And of course, the annual highlight was the Denton County Fair. Well, growing up in Denton was pretty trivial. I graduated from high school, and to go to college, I wanted to go someplace fun and exciting and someplace different. And I went to a different place. It was almost like being on another planet. I went to the University of Arkansas. Now, the university was pretty primitive. The student housing was really basic. However, it was a lot cheaper than living in the fraternity house. Entertainment was pretty primitive. We had dance contests. Oh, this is the faculty offices. You can see they tried to cram them all into one building to save money. Yeah, here's the dance contest. And we had beauty contests. We called them booty contests. You can see, here's one of the beauty contestants. Now look at the breasts on that chicken. And that is a fine specimen. The state bird of Arkansas is the chicken. Now seriously, we do have to be indebted to Arkansas for them bringing us many important developments to civilization. Bill Clinton, for one. Moonshine. And Walmart. You know, Sam Walton, a true genius, you know that he was actually the first person in America to import Asian flip-flops. All the women and children in Arkansas now had shoes. Well, you know Bill Clinton. You know Bill Clinton is real concerned how history is going to view his presidency and the legacy thereof. And so he's worried about it. And he hires his PR firm to create a Clinton mission statement. So he goes into the PR firm and says, well, I'm tired of the American people talking about Monica and all those other women. I'm just tired of it. I want the American people to remember me for the great man that I was. So he says, yes, sir, we'll get right to work on it. He goes back in a couple of weeks. Well, what do you got? Yes, sir, we came up with 8 years of sex in between the bushes. Well, oh, we forgot about moonshine, another contribution of Arkansas, and the benefit of a higher education. Yeah. If anybody would like a sample, I would be happy. This is the juice. And thank y'all.
Dr. Scott Williams. As soon as you get this staff off, this looks like the staff that was in the movie Ten Commandments. Any birthdays out there? Nobody celebrating a birthday? Are you serious?
I am.
Good. Okay. Real quick now. I'm gonna sing you a birthday song.
Okay.
It ain't gonna be long. Ready? This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Happy birthday. So, are you ready for your next comment? Yeah! This guy, no relation to Anthony Weiner. But let's give it up for Brian. What? Zwiener. Okay, let's do this again. This next guy is not related to Anthony Weiner.
I just met the doctor. My name is Brian Wiener. No relation to Anthony Wiener, but there are some parallels. So a doctor in Arkansas, right? Dentist? In Arkansas. Why?
Well, yeah, I couldn't practice in Arkansas because the people up there don't have any teeth.
That's my point.
So I'm in Texas now.
Okay, make any money? Will it use gas or moonshine? He's my friend. Anyway, this shirt I have on, I got from this guy, very funny comedian, died back in May, Ron Shock. And I sent him a little money to help him out, and his wife sent me this shirt, and I thought I'd wear it. And I'm Shock, Mr. Shock, and on the back, can y'all read that?
Yeah, the mic's in the way.
Oh, yeah. It says something like, get stoned, have a drink, screw a stranger, eat a Twinkie, you're going to die anyway. That was his motto. I'm a little bit nervous. My girlfriend's here tonight, thanks to Facebook events. My wife is too. Thank you. You must have worked at the HEB. So anyway, my wife, she's taking care of her mother. I'm taking care of my aunt. My wife, she's a little depressed, and she's on Zoloft, and now it's helping a little bit, but now she's got a dry mouth, a wet ass, but a positive attitude. That's a record breaker right there. So I've been taking care of my aunt, and I have to take care of my aunt. Now I have to take her blood pressure, her pulse ox on her finger. I have to take her meds. I have to take care of her. So anyway, on the way up here, Sam and I were driving together. We were trying to find a parking place. And I saw a Hummer with handicap license tags parked right down here. I did not know that being an asshole was technically a disability. But anyway, I parked in the hybrid's only spot one time, got in trouble with this guy. He said, this is hybrid parking only. Now I drive a 95 miles of truck, folks. The only thing hybrid about that thing is it's half Mazda, half AutoZone, burns gasoline and engine oil. So, to me, that's a hybrid. Hey, this is good stuff. He's gonna bring some more. I ain't driving.
Yeah.
But I did quit drinking a while back. And smoking pot. Last month at a birthday, I drank and smoked pot. But technically I'm still not drinking and smoking pot. Does that make sense? Okay, fine. I got drunk, wound up in a police car. Damn, those things are fun to drive. Somebody asked me why I do this, and I said, well, it's a lot of fun, meet lots of nice people, and the gratuitous sex is nice. Especially from the lady. Watching TV the other night, here comes a toilet paper commercial. Toilet paper commercial. Oh, why? If they quit reminding us, they stop using it or something? Anyway, my wife, she's nervous, and they gave her the Zoloft and the depression and some Xanax, prescribed some Xanax, and
She says I have to take 2 every 4 hours as needed. Good night, folks. You've been great.
Give it up for us. Ryan. Sweeter. I like saying that. Sweeter. All right, are you ready for your next comment? Yeah! Okay, I think you guys, you're not mentally impaired. You know, we have to get that energy. They feed off that. Okay, this next guy has performed all over the county. You notice I didn't say country. He's been at Cap City, Cotton Eye Joe, and he also dances at Sugar. Let's give it up for Catfish Sanders!
How's it going, guys? Did you hear about that royal baby? Who gives a shit? So dating in 2013, when you meet someone new and you get their phone number, there's a real temptation to go with and look them up online, look them up on Facebook right away. I try not to do that because I want to get to know the person without having any preconceived notions. But what I don't mind is if I call and they have a ringback tone, I don't mind jumping to conclusions from that. So say I got this girl's number and her ringback tone was, "Whiskey makes my baby get a little bit frisky." And I'm like, well, all right, I like to get frisky. Okay. We can hang out. And or say you call a girl and there's no ringback. It's just a phone ringtone. She's either maybe a little introverted or an adult. But more on the opposite end of the spectrum, you call this girl and her ringback tone is, "Creep the pussy, creep the pussy, I mean, you pretty much know what you're gonna get from that girl. Chlamydia. I had a friend visiting from Chicago. It was her first time in Texas, so I was showing her around Austin. And we were listening to some country music, like, I think that song, like, "Should Have Been a Cowboy." She was like, "Why are you listening? Why do they sing like this? It's so unintelligent. He sounds like a caricature." I'm like, "Oh wow, that's a little harsh. What do you want to listen to?" So she puts in the new Kanye West CD, and it's like, "I'ma shit on her face, I'ma bust in her mouth." Some smart music. So I don't really have a problem with Kanye West, but I think he's a little bit full of himself. He's got this new song where he's like, "I am a god." No, you're not. I saw you walk into a street sign. You don't care about white people. Your girlfriend used to be everyone else's girlfriend. Okay, but so everyone's got their quirks. Me, wow, I can't believe I'm telling you guys this. I feel like I don't even know you, but whenever I get mad, I get horny, which is, it's not a big deal. I'm a pretty laid back guy, but during the NBA Finals, my girlfriend had a hell of a week. I was just like, "Oh, LeBron! Why are you doing this?" I don't know. So, growing up, my parents, they really wanted us to be tough. So they were constantly making us do stuff we weren't really comfortable with. And so, I'll give you some examples. "Grandma, why do I have to go on a roller coaster? They scare me." And she's like, "Oh, you're not grateful that I bought you a ticket? Well, you're gonna go on every roller coaster in here and you're gonna like it because it builds character." So here I am just pissing my pants on a roller coaster, building character. Another example. "Why are you making us watch these scary movies? I'm 7. You watch this movie because this is nothing compared to real life. You're right, this is nothing compared to real life. This is a zombie movie. I don't think I'm gonna run into them. So here I am wetting my pants watching these movies, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna wet your pants? All right, well, I just wet my pants. What do you think about that?" One of those didn't happen. So, well, a lot of people, they say, "I don't have time for breakfast," and I say, "Make time, dude. It's the most important meal of the day. I'll help you out." I like to, when I wake up, I get 2 pieces of toast with some butter and some jam. Get them real nice and toasty, have some coffee, a double of Baileys, drink a couple of beers and smoke some cigarettes. And then you're off. You're rolling. Best part of the day. So I live out on Lake Austin, and I'm always seeing all this beautiful wildlife. There are turtles and swans. And today I was just relaxing, and there was a hummingbird flying around. You know, hummingbirds, they beat their wings 80 times a second. And the sad thing about being a hummingbird is you don't have time to do anything else, you're always flying. Which begs the question, how is Anthony Weiner gonna run New York if he's beating off 80 times a day? It's impossible. Speaking of dogs, I love dogs, but I don't have one. It can be really hard keeping up with the Joneses' dog. People will spend a ridiculous amount of money on their pets. I was at the grocery store the other day checking out, and this lady in front of me was buying a $40 bag of dog food. $40. And she kind of sees the shocked look on the cashier's face, and she goes, "Well, my dog has a really sensitive stomach, only the best for my Bella." And the cashier's like, "Oh, that's wonderful, you're such a great person. Would you like to donate $1 to these kids that can't afford school supplies?" "Oh no, you know what, I'm in a hurry, not today." Why is your dog's stomach so sensitive? Is it because it licks its own asshole? Okay, last but not least, it's 2013. We need to talk about the issues. It's been a pretty turbulent year. We need to talk about reckless driving on the account of oral sex. Roadhead, as the kids are calling it. It's fantastic. I'm sorry, it's dangerous. Flying down I-35 at 1 in the morning is neither the time nor the place for fellatio, or God forbid, cunnilingus. The time? No, I'm sorry. The place? The drive-through line at Wendy's while you're waiting for your spicy chicken sandwich. The time? After the show when you get a couple beers in her. Thanks, everybody.
$40 bag of dog food. In my neighborhood, the dogs are lucky to get a fucking chicken wing and a fucking biscuit with gravy. I mean, it's unbelievable. All right, so you ready for your next comment? Yeah! Energy dropping just a little bit, so y'all need to go buy some more drinks. All right, Dana, give them a whole round of water on me. All right, so this next comment said, "Don't say no funny shit about me, because I'm going to fuck you up. And when he gets on stage, you're going to know he's a tough dude." Let's give it up for Gregory Murray.
You know, when I was watching Dr. Scott's high technology presentation, I was reflecting on what nerds have accomplished over the years. We no longer have to ask for directions. We can text instead of talking on the phone. We can order things without leaving the home. even some rather unusual things. And most importantly, we can find dates through matching algorithms rather than actually having to talk to someone. And now the nerds are poised to make even glasses cool with Google Glass, the web-enabled glasses. And what would really be cool for me would be if there were like real-time filters that you could download, like having a Picasso filter, and then I'd be at work and I'd be like, I'll get right to that, boss. And may I say, your head's in the right place for once. But like everything, it could have some unforeseen consequences. I'll be in a meeting with HR and like, look, I explained to Stacy, I thought that was her elbow. I promise not to use the filter again, Scout's honor. And then as I'm going and leaving and I'm shaking her hand and I make some innocent comment, your hand is so soft. That's not my hand. So then, while I'm digging out my red swingline stapler out of my windshield, I'm thinking, I actually wish I had been a Boy Scout because I'm pretty sure I would have earned a badge for cleaning up the parking lot of all my stuff. So then I decide to splurge and download this new Ron Howard narrator app to help guide me through the next stage in my career. He doesn't have a clue. Is that all it says? Like that was worth 99 cents. The worst thing of all is I have to go and they won't let me back in the building for some reason. It's not like I'm gonna burn the place down. So then I have to stop in at a nearby restaurant, and they have this sign in front of the restroom that says Google Glasses are prohibited for the privacy of other guests. Now, without my glasses, I can't even see the big O on the eye chart. But I really have to go, so I do what the sign says and take off my glasses. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this urinal was empty. The urinals are in the men's bathroom? Oh, this is the salad bar. Oh, I see. So, what are you doing later? He doesn't have a clue. Stupid app. So then, while I'm brushing off the broken glass from my driver's seat, and extracting the big metal salad tray, I'm thinking I'm gonna go to a place that accepts me for who I am. Well, maybe not me in particular, and probably not my gender, and probably not me especially, but it's a place where women will pay $200 for yoga pants to hide their imperfections while they take a class where they learn to accept their imperfections. So while I start to do a downward dog, and it's kind of embarrassing, some great tomatoes fall out of my $10 running shorts. I guess I shouldn't wear boxers. And but I don't let that distract me. Even when I step on a crouton, I just power through it. But when I do my half moon pose, the lady behind me loses her balance, which seems to happen frequently when I do that pose. But I'm a gentleman, so I offer to help her up. Hey, get your hand out of there. You're stretching it. These pants cost $200, you creep. Oh, sorry. So, what are you doing after class? He doesn't have a clue. No one asks you, Ron. So then, while I'm waiting for the tow truck, and I know what you're thinking, and I checked all 4 tires and they had plenty of air in them, but apparently they have to be in contact with the surface to actually work. But I'm thinking, today, I guess I pulled a hat trick. Does he even know what a hat trick is? No, he doesn't have a clue. Hey, at least my head's in the right place. But his brain is upside down, just like his car. Okay, thank you.
Give it up a break, please. Mary! We're all getting tired of jumping on this stage. All right, are you ready for your next comment? Yeah! A fellow Irish person. Are you coming? Let's give it up for Mika, the cook.
Got it.
Our slave owners, they were Irish. I wasn't Irish. Hi! How's everyone doing? Hey, thanks for coming out. Let's give a round of applause to Bill. Awesome tonight, huh? Yeah, thanks for coming out. I'm glad you guys braved 6th Street. It's crazy out there, huh? There's some crazy people on 6th Street. You know, last year there's 2 men who got arrested for DUI. They were driving a horse and a mule. A horse and a mule. I felt bad for the guy on the mule because how are you gonna hit on someone with a mule? Right? Hey, pretty lady. How about you step outside and pet my mule? Honestly, I wish I could have been in the room when they had the conversation where bringing a horse and a mule to 6th Street was a fantastic idea. They're like, yeah, we're gonna get lots of women. Your mule and my horse, we're gonna meet. No, but I'm super excited to be here. I got a car. Yeah. It's a bit tricky. I mean, you gotta turn the AC on from a little switch on the back. You know, my dad's a MacGyver. Come on, mom and pop kind of guy. Before he would let me drive off in the car, though, he gave me a tutorial. It's not like, you know, it was like useful shit. It was like things anybody would know. It's like, all right, now make a poo, baby. This right here, this here door. There are 4 doors. And this right here, this is a tie. There are 4 ties. Can't get anywhere in the city without 4 ties. I love my dad. Whenever my dad is making a point, he always repeats it to my mom. Ain't that right, Mary? And then he repeats the point that he's making, like a kid. All right now, make a poo, baby. You put gas in this car every week, it'll purr like a kid. Ain't that right there? Like a kid. I love him. Honest, I don't mean to make fun of my family. I love him. I do. But my dad is the most ghetto black person, and my mom is the most ghetto Mexican person. And you can see it in my name. Like my first name is Tamika. And then there's my middle name, Maria! What the fuck is wrong with them? But my mom was not a very nurturing mother. You know, most mothers, they hug and kiss and, oh, you're so sweet. My mom was nothing like that. She was like, Mika, close your legs. No one wants to know who framed Roger Rabbit. Look at your armpits. You're not a husky. Put your arms down. It's terrible. I feel so out of place with my brothers. You know, I have 3 older brothers, and they are just so gangsta. And you know, they listen to rap. And then there's me. Hi. They don't know what happened to me either. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Every once in a while, it'll pop up if someone pisses me off. It's like, hey, motherfucker. What the fuck is wrong with you? Just kidding. I went to school in San Angelo, Texas. Does anyone? Yeah? It's all right. I didn't know about it either until I fucking got there. I was like, I thought this was San Antonio. The fuck? But the people were super nice out there. I mean, they couldn't really figure out who I was or, in their eyes, what I was. Are you regular black? What the fuck am I supposed to say? No, I'm a wet black. Ha ha ha. Double the minority. Double the crime. And there was a scandal out in San Angelo a couple years back. The mayor ran to Mexico to be with his gay lover. Yeah, he wrote a letter, quit his job, hightailed it off. But they didn't release the statement, you know? I really want to read that statement because I imagine that it kind of went like this. It's like, so, I'm sort of kind of gay and I'm moving to Mexico. They can't have that released. Not in San Angelo, Texas. I lived in Utah, right? I just know how to pick these fucking places. Let's go to Utah. There's 0.8% black people and question mark for everyone else. But I was popular. I was so popular. I think they were just so happy to have a black friend, so they brag about it. It's like, I have a black friend. Yeah. And she's Mexican too. I hit it big this time. Yeah, but the missionaries there, okay, they are fast, y'all. Fast. I wasn't even in Utah for a fucking hour, and they had me cornered up like a cat scared against a wall, like, what the fuck is going on? Have you accepted Jesus in your life? Let's talk. We want you. It's like as soon as I landed, a siren, like a silent siren just went off. Attention, attention, black person in Utah. Black person in Utah. Bonus, mixed with Mexican. Mixed with Mexican. You know they're all sitting at their desk. I know where she's at. We're gonna go get her. We're gonna go get her. Then there's a restaurant in Salt Lake City. They prided themselves in Southern cooking. And they sold Kool-Aid in mason jars. That was $2 for Kool-Aid. And they're all looking at me for the seal of approval. Yeah, they're like, how does it taste? Did we make it right? Are we on track? And I really wanted to be mad. That was the best fucking Kool-Aid I had. This shit was good. I bought 4 of them. I was mad at myself. Like, I could get this for 10 fucking cents. Damn. Was anyone bullied in school? Come on, they're not here. They're not gonna beat your ass. Come on. Yeah, I was bullied. I got my ass beat. Then again, I was like, yay fucking high. But mothers today, if they find out that their kids are getting bullied, they're pissed off, right? They get mad. They'll go to the school, bust in the principal's office. Now you listen here, mister. Yeah, my son Timmy, yeah, he has rights, okay? And I will not tolerate my son getting his ass beat. I'm gonna get on Facebook, I'm gonna Twitter about this all over the world. They do that, right? They get on Facebook, start a page, Justice for Timmy. They put the most ridiculous shit on those pages. Timmy had cereal this morning. He really liked it. Timmy went to the restroom. Who gives a fuck about Timmy? They have Twitter. They tweet. Timmy. And then they start a petition, an online petition. My son Timmy's getting his ass beat. I think it's wrong. Sign here if you think so too. What does it have? Like like 1 billion signatures in 5 days? What the fuck for? Then there's Timmy's Law. My son Timmy will know that his name is history. I didn't get none of that. I got no backup as a kid. I told my mom I was getting my ass beat. She said, Mika, the next time someone beats your ass, you tell them to stop. Wow. I wish I would have said that the first time, Mom. Who would have known? I would have told him, my mom said to stop. I would have got my ass beat again. Now, well, I just want to put this out here. You can take it or leave it, clap if you want, but I love my boobs. It took a while to get to this point, Mom. It really did. I would just be pissed off, like, I'm gonna get them chopped off and they're gonna be just flat. No, I've come to terms because I've learned that there's some advantages to having big boobs. One of them is I can protect myself. See, if someone tries to rob me, I don't need pepper spray or a fucking rape whistle. Fuck that. I will nunchuck that bastard and take him to the police station. And if he tries to run, I'll do it like a lasso and BAM! Get him good. Don't move. I will squeeze your neck with my teeth. The other advantage is you get to save money. That's right, boobies save you money. Yeah, you go to the movies, you don't need to go to the concession stand. No. Put a bag of popcorn in the right boob, Dr. Pepper in the left boob, and if you're really ambitious, you can stick your friend right down the middle. That's all I got. Thanks, guys, for coming out.
I am just so hot. She kept talking about her boobs, and I'm going, oh my God. She putting sodas in here, cell phone. Just think, me and her, ice, bananas on my head. It's gonna be on, baby. I need to chill out, because, Lord, give me a break. Okay, last comment. Okay? Are you ready for your last comment? Yeah! Good. Has no last name. But just give it up for Mona! Mona! Come on, Mona!
All right, first time. Ooh. Goodness gracious. Here. All right. First off, I'm gonna go ahead and just put you guys out of your misery. You ready? We're gonna go ahead and just stomp off beds. Everybody, I'm a girl. I'm a girl, but I'm a woman, and I really, really love being a woman. I'm a mom. I love to be a mom. I love my pussy. And I love having orgasms. But I do have a little problem. People think that I'm a boy. And the reason that people think that I'm a boy is because there's a little man that lives inside of me. His name is Roy. Now, Roy is about a 60-year-old white man. I've determined he's a white man. And he loves to shop in the men's department. Now, Roy seems to always say exactly what's on his mind, and everything he has to say is nasty. So it always ends in sex, no matter what he's talking about. Okay? So, as you can tell, because Roy, I have to have a couple of rules for it. First off, Roy is not allowed to speak to children. has to stay away from children. And then Roy has to allow me to try to handle all situations first. Please just let me handle it first. And I've learned that if he follows these 2 rules, that normally we don't have a lot of lawsuits, or investigations, or incarcerations, most of the time. It does keep us out of most trouble. But because of Roy, I don't get treated like most women. I don't. I really don't. Most places I go, I get called sir. That's okay with me. You can call me sir. Look at me. But as my wife will tell you, there's only under certain circumstances I really prefer daddy. Now kids are kind of like screwed up with me. I have a kid that's in elementary, and the kids that go to school with him, they really don't know what to call me. Some of them call me Miss Ramona. Some of them call me Mr. Ramona. Others think that my first name is Miss Ramona, so they call me Mr. Ms. Ramona. And my favorite is a kid in my son's class. He refers to me as Trey's mom, dad. So, kids also have debates over what I am. There were 2 kids and they were there watching, and this little girl calls me over to the table and she says, Miss Ramona, you know, you look like a boy. And the little boy looks at me and he's like, nah, she doesn't look like a boy. She looks like a girl. She sounds like a boy. And that just made me realize that those voice warm-ups that I have to do when I wake up first thing in the morning are really not working. So, I gotta try something different. Restrooms. I really have trouble in restrooms. When I walk into a restroom, if there is a woman walking behind me, they will turn around and they will walk out. And they will wait for me to leave. If I'm walking in and there's a woman walking out, she'll look at me, she'll look at the door, and she'll look back at me. Like, bitch, don't you know where you're going? And then it never, ever fails. Actually, you know what? It happened to me just here. Right before the show. I went back here and used the restroom, and I don't want to point anybody out, the lady in the brown hat sitting there. She walks into the bathroom, she looks at me, she goes, and you just made it into my joke. So, but without fail, if someone comes in, they see me in the restroom, I go into the stall, I come out to wash my hands, there is always a store employee in there waiting for me when I come out. They are cleaning up the bathroom, they're wiping the counters, making sure the soap dispensers are filled. I promise you. If you go to the restroom behind me, it is the cleanest it will be all. And I can kind of relate to how it feels to be black. Is that what happens to black people when they get followed like that? Okay, so I have been taking a comedy class, and Sam has told us that a good place to start when you try to start with your comedy is who you are. So I wrote down a little bit of who I am. Okay, I am a lesbian who can identify with being black. I have a little old white man that lives inside of me. I love being called mom, dad. It has been brought to my attention that I need new vocal exercises and possibly a restroom pass for the grocery store. And Roy has something that he needs to let you know. Roy would like you to know that I have one of the most extensive strap-on collections. And such.
Thank you.
Give it up for Mona. I mean, now, just before she went up, she came up to me, and it was kind of funny because I knew exactly. Because I used to be a woman at one time. It was just for one day, Halloween. But that's another story. Not to take her thunder away, but she told me, she said, "Don't be gender specific," because I didn't want Lloyd to come out and whoop my ass. And I said, "Listen, Mona, relax. You'll do fine." Did she do good? For her first time? That's what comedy's all about. Because the first time I went on stage, I sucked. Well, I'm reliving. Fuck you, Dana. See, Dana and I, we used to be married. But then he wanted to run the comedy club. So that's why we broke up. But no, you know what, Mona? We love you. And you did really good. And this, give her another. Come on. So, that's the end of the show. Thank you for coming out and supporting your local comics. And thank you for supporting Dana, because he's getting a breast implant next week. The club, and you've been a great audience. Give yourself a hand. My name is Bill O'Brien, and I'm the host.